Hello, everybody, and a very, very happy new year to you all. We were given this new treat. This is the new trailer that showcases snow in the new Microsoft Flight Simulator that's coming out this year. I am absolutely blown away about the visuals in this trailer. We're going to break it down like we always do. I want to say I've been radio silent for a reason. I'm part of the Tech Alpha, so we are not going to talk about anything other than what we see here in this video. And this is absolutely astonishing. Look at the snow all over the buildings. Look at that shot right there. I'm just going to let it play right now, but I'm getting excited here just looking at this right now. You know, X-Plane not having seasons in it, unless you have X-Enviro or something, is something that is sorely missed every single winter season. And me living down here in Florida, well, I miss it. You know, miss snow sometimes. So here we are. What a beautiful trailer this was. Big hats off to them. They always showcase their Sims so well, and I love their trailers. So we're going to play this again here and talk about what we see. A nice flying over the clouds. This is in New York. We're going to be looking down at, looks like the main park in the middle. I forget the name of it. I don't know why I can't think of the name of it. I'm thinking of St. Louis, which is Forest Park, but that's not what it is. But the park in the middle of New York City is what we're seeing here. And here comes those clouds moving in, and it puts a nice dusting down on the ground. I love the fact that the actual buildings are covered in snow, and it doesn't look like there's any inversion of textures or anything happening, so it doesn't look weird. I don't know how they're doing it, honestly. And with this shot here, I love this shot. I don't know if it's a mesh they're putting on top or what have you. That's certainly not the case of inverting things, because we get weird anomalies when we do that. You can see that little road that goes off to the right-hand side. You can see the little houses on the edge that are covered in snow, and then the trees along this road. The road itself is actually clear, so it looks like it's been plowed, freshly plowed. That looks so good. I really like that look. And then we move on to this shot here in the caravan, it looks like. We haven't seen a lot of the caravan. They've been kind of hiding that a lot. But looking out of the wing of the caravan, you can see the runway itself is actually, I have my little pointer here. You can see the rabbit lights there, but the actual runway itself is covered in snow, and it looks like the ramp is as well. So we can already see that there's going to be textures different on the airports. I am excited about that. It's not completely clear. So we don't know anything further than what they're showing in this trailer. What a beautiful shot that is with the sunset or sunrise. I believe it's sunset, though. Moving along, we go to this shot here of the TBM looking at the left-hand side, and you get a good shot of the snow at night with the new night lighting that's in the simulator, and the actual mountains themselves covered in snow, and another sunset shot that looks absolutely brilliant. Moving along here to the next shot. Here we are looking at a wing view of the A320neo, and this is a wonderful shot because this shows you I almost said deforestation, but that's wrong. Just no leaves on the trees. I can't think of anything today. I'm so excited looking at this. That you can see the grouping of the dead trees. That looks so good. It really does. And then off on the right-hand side, you get a good sense of what to expect with the snow textures in the new sim. This is a big deal. This really is a big deal. It goes to show that they're listening to the community. The community said, hey, we really want seasons. Man, we would really love to have snow. And they said, yeah, it's something we want to do. And yet, bam, here we are at the beginning of the year, and they're dropping this trailer saying, well, we did it. So here you go. It's confirming snow, at least, not seasons, but snow at least is confirmed in this simulator. And that is mind-blowing. I love the shot here of the caravan flying up at a high altitude. You can see those multi-layers of clouds. I love that. And you get a good sense that it's not just, it doesn't look like a cheap blanket of white on top of a texture. It looks very natural. And that's something that they've always stated, was that if we're going to do something, we're going to do it right. And it goes to show that that is the case. I love the shadowing of the individual trees that you can see here. Just a very believable world covered in snow. I am absolutely blown away by this, not expecting this at all. And I was perfectly fine with it. You know, some people had asked me and said, Jeff, what do you think about them not having seasons? Well, you know, with X-Plane, we don't have seasons, so I'm fine with it. I'm used to it. And if we're going to have this kind of ortho slash autogen, then wow, man, I'm all for it. Certainly all for it. So we're going to slow this down. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of creep through the frames here, and we can see what is happening here. We can see the front moving in on the right-hand side. And as it gets closer, we start to see that mist. And when the mist starts happening, I don't know if that's snow falling, but it looks like it is because we can see that tree line in the back there. It's now been lightly dusted with snow. And as we move on, we see more of it happen. There it is right there. And more and more. And you can see this particular bit of precipitation came down pretty heavy right here as it drops the snow onto the ground. And wow, I'm so blown away about how realistic that looks and how cool is it going to be. So this is a time lapse. So this means you could be sitting on the ground at an airport, you know, and you're like, we got to get out of here before the snow hits. And if you can't get out of the airport in time, you have to de-ice or whatever. This is so cool because you actually feel like you are living in a simulated Earth. Here's where we can see some of the weirdness. So let's see what happens on these roofs of the buildings as we kind of scroll through here. Because what it's doing, to me, it looks like it's dropping it on the roof. It doesn't look like it's a flip of a texture or a shader or anything like that. I mean, I could be wrong. That could be what's happening here, but we can see that's just a light dusting. So I'm going to back it up even further to where it's not there. And you can see they slowed it down on purpose because they really want to show you how they're doing this. And if we don't slow it down, you will miss it completely. So here we go. Here's the shot. You can see the tops of these buildings. Look at them, pay attention to them. And then as we scroll through here, we're going to see them slowly, gradually take on the snow. And we can see that's starting to happen now. There it is on the sides of the buildings. You can see it starting to fall on there. I'm blown away, man. Absolutely blown away. And look at the baseball fields. They're slowly but surely changing. And you can see that the dirt is changing faster than the actual grass there. Here comes that big blast of snow. A few more there, and bam. I mean, you almost get to see some. There it is right there. It looks like snowflakes, perhaps, but it's hard to say. It's a time lapse if that's rain or if that's snowflakes, but we can definitely see some precipitation right there. You can see them streaming across the screen as we break it down. So actual falling snowflakes. Man, that's a tongue twister. And then as we move on here, this is the part I was talking about, though. So we're starting to see, I don't know if this reminds me of what a shader flip kind of looks like right there on the left-hand side, but I can't really explain how they're doing it because I don't know, but it's absolutely beautiful that it gradually changes. It's not like you're just loading in the sim and it's like, bam, hey, it's wintertime, by the way. So here's a flying over shot. You can see how what I really like is that you don't have to have any clouds around, you know, precipitation. This is clearly from a night before or a day before of snow, and it looks so believable. I believe this is Chicago, actually, now that I'm looking at it. At the bottom, you can see that building. That is definitely Chicago we're looking at, but really, really, really cool that we're going to have snow. I'm just absolutely blown away. It's a beautiful shot here. There's a racetrack over there on the right-hand side, but winterscapes look good, man, especially with this amount of draw distance that we're seeing here. That's wonderful. So we can see how the ortho is laid out across this shot, and then it looks so good. It's not like a cheap fix or anything like that to the whole ordeal. Flying over here, and I love the shot. You see those individual shadows of the trees in the valley. That is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It makes me really want to fly into Aspen. And we're going to have to do that for sure. Whenever this releases. Man, here's a nice shot of just, that little town out there in the middle of nowhere and completely covered in snow. Amazing how different the world looks when it's covered by snow. And somebody had said something, I believe it was on Reddit, and they were just like, or it was in the comments of this actual video, not the video I'm making, but the one that they released, that, wow, talk about an Earth simulation. And that's what they said they wanted to do. Well, here it is. I'm just blown away. I'm super excited about it. And I know you guys are going to be as well. So what is going to happen when this finishes, when this is done, when this is released? It will definitely be on my channel 100%. Like I've stated that before. But up until then, we're still going to use X-Plane. We're not throwing X-Plane away, and I really don't like to see that kind of mentality of, just because this is in here, throw this thing away, or there's always something set out there in that regard. X-Plane's going to have its place, just like Prepared will, for a while as people transition into this new simulator. And then even then, you can have both, and it's fine. It's perfectly fine. So I'm super excited about it. Thank you guys for checking out this video. And if you are one of those people that live under a rock like a lot of you do, now you know snow is confirmed here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.